video. It is another debate and discussion that was sent to me by one of the family, and they were seeking some advice. Now, let me just start off and say one quick thing here. Now, when I say this is all in love, I honestly mean this. Now, when I give advice, I told someone this, and I honestly and truly really do mean this. I have an issue when it comes to women and relationships and advice giving or giving an opinion, because a lot of times, rather than not, we hard-headed. It's like trying to tell a black woman about her hair. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. But at the same time, out of love for our girlfriends and, women who are close to us, we still will give our advice in love because we want them to make the right choices and be happy. So that's why I am basically going to offer, my advice, worldly wisdom, if, that's what you want to call it, okay? So, also, girl, this is out of love. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut, okay? But basically, she wanted us to answer. She said the background is, should she be upset that her husband has a female friend who he has admitted to having feelings for in the past? The background is she first met her husband 5.5 years ago. She also met his friend at that time. She seemed a little weird when they met. Over time, she kept telling people that she was his wife and that her kid, which is his goddaughter, was biologically his. He told me they never were together like that, but when they started dating, he did admit that he had feelings for her. They've been married 3 years, and, basically, they've been having issues revolving around this platonic friendship that he supposedly has with this woman. She's confronted her husband as well as her to ask her could she stop, which she didn't. And the husband is kind of saying that she's mad over nothing. She's overreacting. She felt disrespected in this situation, and she said a year ago he said he stopped talking to her, but a week ago or last week, when her husband was out of state, he lied to her and basically said he was going to go see his goddaughter, which was a lie, and he knew his goddaughter wasn't going to be there. Now, given the knowledge that he's been friends with the woman, after he's told her husband that she felt disrespected by her, him lying about being her friend, and recently lying about spending 3 hours with her more than he spends with her on any given day, she says, should I be upset? She also asked not to be mentioned as far as her username because her husband is in the military. Now, girl, all I'm going to say this, and I really have a hard time giving advice to those who are married because I feel like that union is sacred and you have to make your own decisions when it comes to what you're going to choose for your marriage. However, should you be mad? Hell yeah, you should be mad. I mean, that's a pretty simple question. Obviously, you are mad. You are upset. You are feeling disrespected. Now, I have a theory about platonic relationships. I do believe there is a such thing as platonic relationships, but I also believe that once two people are in a relationship, there is a certain level of respect that you give your husband, your partner, when you guys are exclusive or committed. Now, this female friend, like you said, she was acting weird when you guys first started getting together. She, as a woman, I'm going to speak for, I personally have a lot of male friends. I'm going to just be completely honest. I have a lot of male friends. I typically, get along very well with men. And I have a handful of quality female relationships that I can say I'm close with. But when it comes to my male friends having, relationships, I feel like it is the other woman or the platonic friend's job to almost assure you and make you feel comfortable that they are just platonic. However, the thing that you also want to keep in mind is platonic friends don't talk on the phone all the time. I mean, I barely talk to my male friends, honestly. Why? Because I'm in a committed relationship with a real man. And I don't care how secure you are. Insecurity comes when your partner does things to make you feel uncomfortable or uncomfortable within the relationship. I feel that for you, you already know, and this is another theory. I'm just going to say this with my women, okay? We have that sixth sense, okay? We have the ability, or that little voice that likes to talk to us and say, my man is up. I think he's lying. That first voice that's telling you something, it's not lying to you. We choose to ignore what's already being told to us. Now, the one thing I do want to say, because I like to play devil's advocate just for your husband's sake, is that he has admitted to you that they are platonic or they're just friends. They're not like that, but he has once had feelings for this woman. Now, I need to go on ahead and give him a bravo for admitting that to you. In relationships, especially women, we have a tendency to try to beat a dead horse, and we can make telling or admitting or volunteering information from our significant others very difficult because of our approach to the situation. Now, the fact that your husband has admitted that he has had feelings, but it's not like that, but he's kind of sneaking around, I'm not going to be the one to try to tell you what your husband's intentions are. There are, and I don't like to make it seem like, oh, he's not lying. You feel uncomfortable. You know that he's omitted the truth or didn't tell you certain things that were going on, probably because of his fear of your reaction. I'm going to tell you, a lot of men will lie simply because of fear. That's why we all lie. It's not a male-female thing. We all lie out of fear, whether it's fear of your reaction, fear of the consequence, fear of, you get my drift? So you should be very upset simply because he has not been truthful. But at the same time, I would also pose the question to your husband, is your friendship that important where it will take precedent over how I feel or how uncomfortable I do feel? You never know. He might say, she is important to me. And you can't knock that man for saying that this woman is an important friend to me. There are people in our lives, regardless of when we are in a relationship or not, that we value, and we put value on them where we say, I want them in my life. That don't mean I gotta go, driving 3 hours to go see them or talking to them on the phone, every other day or every day. But there are some people who no relationship is worth losing a connection with someone we feel is a valuable person. So I say that to say that when it comes to platonic relationships, it is there's a very thin line. I think that the fact that the woman did not show you the respect to make you comfortable with their situation, and I hate to call it situation, but their relationship, to allow you to not make you feel threatened. I think if she's not doing that, then basically your sixth sense is probably telling you something very accurate, and you need to listen to that. But also keep in mind that there is a such thing as platonic relationships, and you need to deal with this with your husband directly. If he is not going to rectify the situation, then you need to follow up in a more stern manner and give some concrete consequences for not putting your happiness and your contentment as a priority. Because in a marriage, he needs to be doing that. This woman, this friendship should not come before you. You feel me? So ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, basically, should she be mad? Hell yeah, you should be mad. But that's a simple, question. You should be upset. But what you do with this and how you look at the situation is completely up to you. But I wish you all the best in your situation. I hope that you and your husband can find time to really communicate with one another. And I also pose to you that in this situation of trying to have open lines of communication, that you sit and actually listen. That's one of the things that is difficult for a lot of us, including myself, is to actually be still, be quiet, and listen to this person, give them the floor so they can truly express how they feel about the situation, how they feel about you, where they stand. I mean, you get a greater understanding when you do less talking and more listening. So I really hope that you take something from what I said, and that it, hopefully leads the end result to your situation to be a positive one. Because, marriage is tough. A lot of us know it, but at the same time, you can get through this. So I'm here to help, but at the same time, I know some of us ladies be hard-headed. That's why I'm going to try to give you, try to give it to you the smooth route, unless some of y'all come with some stupid stuff. If it's some stupid stuff, I'm going to have to get stupid with you, because I don't deal well with females who I can't play the dumb role. We're too bright, smart, intelligent women to be acting dumb. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to keep it real until next time. Hopefully you guys are doing well this week. Please do video responses, comment below. This sister will be reading the comments. And so, talk to you guys soon. Keep it real. Bye.